awesome. Now, there are so many ways to curl your hair, from using a curling iron to one of my very favorites, right? Rollers, hot rollers, or Velcro rollers. Here to show us how to use them in the sponsored segment is our friend Steven Robertson, co-owner of One Salon in Mill Creek. Well, you're the owner, so.
No, I have a business partner. Her name's Danielle, yeah.
Okay, well, you do my hair, you do Nisha's hair, you do Dina's hair, you do Emily's hair. Flores.
Yeah, Emily Flores, yeah.
All right, so we're talking about having big, voluminous hair, and you're talking my language here.
Yeah, so hair cutting's kind of changing finally. It's been about the same for the last probably 10 years, where a lot of blunt, like mid-length and bobs and a lot of flatter kind of hair and beach waves, and those are all starting to go away. Yeah,
really?
Like they're out. Beach waves are gone. So the big full round brush blow dries and that you saw back in the 90s, and Velcro rollers and hot rollers are all starting to come back in. So we thought we'd kind of bring in a little segment to.
Okay, so we do tools, right? But that can be maybe a little damaging to the hair.
Yeah, over time you'll get Velcro rollers specifically can save your hair from a lot of heat damage that happens from
all of that heat, right, contacting your hair. So I have a big interest in Velcro rollers, but do they do the job?
Yeah, they do. I think they're great. They're more versatile, I think, than hot rollers. You can put your hair in a little bit damp, so your hair doesn't have to be fully dry in the morning.
Dry.
Yeah, so you can just throw them in the morning with mostly dried hair, continue your morning, and then maybe a half hour, 45 minutes later, take them out, and then you'll have a style that'll last you the full day.
Okay, so right when you wake up, I'm going to have you, because I want to see the end result here, Steven. And for 45 minutes, you just do breakfast, get your coffee, whatever your routine is.
Ready. I'm just going to set these here.
Okay, I'm going to hold. Yeah, I can help you
as we go.
As we mentioned, we have fourth graders in the audience, so you're teaching them the waves.
Yeah, so it seems like generationally.
Just hand it to me, Steven. I got you.
A lot of our moms learned how to do this when they were kids, and a lot of the younger generation did not get that same experience.
So are we using the same size rollers, or are we using
it's more
small,
about big texture and air in the hair, as opposed to a lot of curl. So both sides that I'm doing, they're jumbo size on
I
both
already
sides.
see the volume coming into fruition here. And Velcro, it's just that texture that kind of attaches to the hair and sticks to the Velcro.
Yeah, they go in quite easy, wet or dry hair. I'm gonna get used to you too.
Do you think with my thick hair that this would do well, you think?
I think you might have better success with a hot roller, but the Velcro does really, it helps your ends stay in. Like when you put the ends on, your hair will roll up with it quite naturally.
And so is this good for long hair especially, or can short hair people
honestly,
use it?
Cute little short shoulder length bobs. If you haven't gone down the hair cutting route yet and you have a one length bob, if you Velcro roller your bob, it is so pretty. Okay,
what's the key to styling this type of hair? Once it's out.
So you just want to take everything out and then shake it around and just kind of get hair back into it. Move it forward. Let's see what Kinley's doing.
It's just that subtle, but it gives you the volume.
And it'll be volume. Sorry, I'm trying to see where we are.
Look, do you see? Oh my gosh, that looks so good.
You just get a lot more air in your hairstyle.
Yes, and more movement, which is big when it comes to having a hairstyle that flows.
Yeah, and it's volume that will last you literally the entire day.
Okay, we've got 2 minutes, Steven. We want to get to the hot rollers, okay?
So Jillian has a little bit, she has less density of hair, and it's a little bit weaker than Kinley has a lot of natural curl in hers. So hot rollers will help get a longer lasting curl in hair that's a little bit weaker. So they come out of this little machine.
Okay.
When you pull them out, they're hot.
Do you have a favorite brand?
I just get them off of Amazon. It seems like the kind of hot roller world, it kind of died for a while. And now that it's coming back, a lot of manufacturers are starting to make them again. You have Dyson and all those companies that are starting to make these really big blowout kind of
And Steven, again, what I'm noticing is it's the same size. It's that big roller instead of small and tighter rolls.
Yeah, so it's more about again air and volume as opposed to texture and individual curl, since we're seeing that beach wave kind of disappear.
Okay, give those to me.
We're almost ready here.
All right, we've got a few more seconds. Steven, we love coming to you. Just let the rollers roll.
I know, right? One more.
Is there a technique of putting these rollers on?
Now you just have to get them clipped in. Once they're there, they're there. They won't really move. And then I'll just have you shake out your hair real quick.
Wait,
Joey,
I noticed you didn't have a roller in the front.
So it's just because we drove here. We had them in earlier, but they didn't want to make the drive. So same with hers, is she has a little bit weaker of a hair texture.
Yeah.
So a hot roller will give her more of a curl that'll last during the day, as opposed to a Velcro roller that might not.
Just that body and that volume and the big hair, that blowout look that you're trying to achieve. Steven, good job. You are located right in Mill Creek. That phone number, make your appointment right now. And thank you so much for sponsoring this segment. We love our hair, Steven. You are our guy. You are the magic hair maker stylist.